It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you tonight in the East. And a ton is on the line. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
So the New York starting 5. Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Rick Schifino in at the 2-guard position. And for the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Hachimura out there with MP. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes? The stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Back to MP. Hachimura, the pass to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. MP kicks to Hachimura. 4 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and that one is good.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, Brunson, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look.
Wow! You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Well, that's a good shot from Hart, effectively spacing the floor for his team.
Maxey passes to MP. Outside, Maxey. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brunson outside. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. MP kicks to Embiid. Shoots. The Knicks pull it in. This time they met in New York.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Hart. 5 points in the game. And here's Brunson outside. Maxey with it. Brunson picks him up. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by MP.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his three.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Tyrese Maxey with the three. Maxey's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. Anunoby outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The 76ers leading by 3. Inside. Well, Greg, we know it is Pete. Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for MP. First in rebounding, and with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. He gets it in there.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Steps back. Here's Hart. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The 76ers, #1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Brunson. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Hart outside. Over MP. And the rejection by MP. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-5 run. MP sets the screen for Maxey. Back to MP. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Knicks trail by 8. 3-on-3. Pass to Hart. And that one comes up a bit short.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hachimura finds MP. From past the arc, nailed from three-point land. MP's got 7 points in the game. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Hachimura with it. Brunson picks him up. Kendall. And MP throws it down.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Paul George comes in for Rui Hachimura. Now here's Brunson. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Here's MP. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Back to MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Yabusele, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by MP. 12 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, MP. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer.
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets. Brunson outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 5 now.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Maxey against Brunson. Pass to Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McCain's checked in.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Drummond. And now the 76ers on the break. And again, Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's got 22.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
2 points. That one goes.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Now the 76ers with it. Hard to imagine, isn't it? 25 straight wins. And to this point, no team has found a way to stop them. None.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
Here's Maxey. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's McBride. Scoreless thus far. Here's Bagley. And again, it's New York. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Maxey outside. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. We come back right after this. Welcome back to the second quarter. It's the Cup semifinal. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bagley is out there with Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns, here's McCain. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And McBride gets it to go.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
From the wing, and again, it's Philadelphia.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Bagley. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
MP against Bagley. And it's George missing. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shoots it up. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for the 76ers. Bellamy checked in for the Knicks. Outside, Bagley. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. McBride's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the shot goes down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Bona. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Knicks shooting about 42% so far. McBride passes to Bagley. That one falls. Bagley's got 10 points in the game.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
MP kicks to Maxey. MP sets the screen for Maxey. Drills the three-pointer.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. Here's Golick, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Golick. Bagley kicks to Brunson. Rebound by the 76ers. MP's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Brunson, no good. Philadelphia's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Maxey passes to MP. The 3. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And here's Brunson outside. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
And it's Hachimura penetrating. And here's Maxey outside. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 43 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Hart, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
New York shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Hart outside. Down low to end the cold streak, and it's laid in by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Wizards. Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside, Maxey connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Hart has it in the corner. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for New York. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Bagley sets a screen for Anunoby. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Hart outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Shot on the wing, and Brunson the basket on the assist by Anunoby.
When Brunson is working in that mid-range area, you can pretty much mark it up, count him.
MP kicks to Maxey. Back to MP. Going inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Paul George comes in for Hachimura. And New York with a change here, too. Yabusele, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Over to the left wing. Here's Edgecombe. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Edgecombe's got 11 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Here's Brunson, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Drummond passes to MP. Edgecombe with it. He had 15 points last outing. A nice shot by MP.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Yabusele passes to Hart. Yabusele kicks to Brunson. And stolen by MP. To the inside. Here's Edgecombe.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson the pass to Yabusele. That one misses. Some solid defense from Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Now George. Got it up. And so it's Philadelphia, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first,
you know, for Philadelphia, they're in that #1 spot for a reason, playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the New York Knicks.
Let me start out by saying, if you make it here, like both these teams have, the whole league and NBA fan base is checking you out, and I know what the feeling is like.
You know, Shaq, I think I need more Shaqronyms in my life. How about OFC? You know what that is, big fella? Okra and fried chicken. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the...
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. MP out there with Hachimura, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far. in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And the rejection by MP. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Here's Maxey. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Out to the wing. MP sets the screen for Edgecombe. And a wide open look for good. He hits again.
And he's now in a tie for fourth most games in NBA history with 40 or more.
He is creating a legacy that will be remembered for a long time to come. Here's Hood-Schifino. Still without a basket. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
MP outside. Embiid kicks to MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Brunson goes in. Towns wide open. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
To the paint. MP with the bounce pass. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Hart. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
A 3 from MP. Bangs home the trifecta.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Brunson the pass to Towns. It's Hart on the wing. And the rejection by MP. Jared McCain's checked in for Maxey. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The 76ers have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. They grabbed their own miss. MP on the follow. MP's got 50 points.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Towns. New York missing again. For Philadelphia, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Brunson against McCain. And it's Brunson missing.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Here's Embiid, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Anunoby, here we go. Hart, wide open, he fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hart's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Anunoby outside. McCain against Brunson. That will fall for his 7 buckets, 7 for 15 in this game.
Such an impressive feel for the game and with the ball in his hands. Brunson is so clever. He can outsmart a lot of defenders with his dribble moves.
Hands it from downtown.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And yes, it's good. Embiid's got 6 points.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Pass to Jafino. Back to Brunson. Here's Hart. And the rejection by MP. And the 76ers with some changes. Bonus checked in. And it's Edwards in for Hachimura. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Hart. Good, and the assist goes to town. He's got 18.
How about Josh Hart making beautiful music all day long? They have no answer for him.
Edgecombe with it. He's got 15. And stolen by Anunoby. Goes up. And the rejection by MP. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
It's stolen by McCain. MP with it. Brunson picks him up. Pass to McCain. Out to Edwards. It's tipped. Now, here's Anunoby. Nothing on the board. Now, here's Brunson. Six to shoot. Nice move. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 from MP. Another bucket. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to drop it in. Brunson's got 17.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Out left to the wing. And now the Knicks on the break. Anunoby against Edwards. Anunoby, no good.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
MP deciding where to go with it. Screen by MP. Here's McCain. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Edgecombe, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
McCain against Brunson. Now McBride. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A nice shot by McCain.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
Really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. A second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now, here is George. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. Over in the corner, McBride. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Knicks making a change here. Dottier's checked in. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Bagley with a screen on McCain. McBride off target from outside. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
The Knicks shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And MP throws it down hard.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now, here's Bagley. 10 points for him. Here's Dadier. Trains the three-pointer. Dadier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Here's Kolek. New York moving the ball around. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. And again, New York with the triple.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The three from MP. Again, what an avalanche!
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. McBride with the ball. He's got 5. With 2 seconds left, here's Bagley. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The Sixers making a switch here. MP's checked in. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Fires from deep. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Josh Hart. He's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Anunoby. And it's Hood-Schifino in at the 2 spot. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He did it all tonight and had a triple-double to show for it. Leading by example, he was tremendous.
Yep, that one goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Towns finds Hart. The three-pointer is right on target.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And a deep 3 from MP. That's good.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the